welcome back to EWTN's coverage of the 10th World Meeting of Families here in Rome. We continue our preview show before the World Meeting officially kicks off tomorrow with the Festival of Families, and we are now joined by Pål Johannes. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And Pål, you are with the delegation representing the Nordic countries here at the World Meeting of Families. You're also a member of our EWTN Norway family as well, and you have a radio station, St. Rita Radio.
Yes, that's correct. I'm here, first of all, as a delegate from the Nordic countries. We are 4 families here. It's me and my wife and our 2 children, aged 2 and 4. My wife is pregnant, so we actually have 3 children with us. So that is a blessing. And we started a radio 2.5 years ago now.
Okay.
And actually last week we came in agreement with EWTN to start EWTN Norway. It's such a blessing.
Well, we're so grateful for your work.
Paint a picture, if you would, of life for families, and especially Catholic families now in Norway, but also across Scandinavia.
First of all, it's quite lonely because we are so few Catholics, especially Norwegian-speaking Catholic. We have a great Polish group of Catholics. They are about 50% of the Catholics in our country. So for us, as being a Norwegian and a convert, it's actually quite lonely to start with. That is also one of the reasons why we started the radio, because we found out it was a great way to find Catholic friends. So it's in many ways changed our life. Now we have a new bishop, Bishop Erik. He is a great friend of the families. So he started last year an initiative where we have a family meeting once a month with families in our parish meeting together, staying one night and getting to know each other.
If being such a minority in Norway, how you're raising your children, you want them to grow in holiness, grow closer to the church. How are you and your wife accomplishing that in such a culture where Catholicism is really a minority religion?
I think it's difficult anywhere these times, but we try to pray together. That's the main thing. We pray morning prayer together and evening prayer, and we try to make them proud of being Catholic. We try to show them to do the sign of the cross in public, and to don't be afraid. And also we do catechism. I think that is the key to keep them Catholic in a sense.
Excellent. As part of the delegation, what is the main message you're hoping to share with other Catholic families gathering here across the globe?
First of all, I think it's a strong signal that we have this in the month of June, a month where it might sometimes be difficult to be a Catholic family. So to get that support from the Vatican that we can join all the families together in the month of June as a family celebration, a celebration of the Catholic family, I think that's beautiful. So that is the first thing. Second of all, I think it's important to get to know other families. One of the delegates from Sweden, they have 10 kids. It's amazing, and they are all here. So we can meet other Catholics and see that we are not alone, and that we are a big society. We just need to find each other.
It's a battery charger type of event, isn't it? It's important to come together and build each other up and, remind ourselves that we are going to be countercultural. We should be as Catholics.
Yeah.
I love that idea of teaching your children to be proud as Catholics, never to hide our Catholicism, which can be tempting when you're in a culture that is aggressively anti-Catholic.
Yes, and I think the best way to deal with that is to overcompensate. So we actually we put our flag up on every solemnity and Sunday, and everyone knows.
Vatican flag?
Oh, no, Norwegian flag.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like the Vatican, but we take it one step at a time.
You've come to the right place to buy it.
Right.
Hopefully I will get one.
You were just mentioning the challenges in culture today, and what do you want for your children as a Catholic, but as a Catholic father?
My wife says that our role as parent is to try to get our children to purgatory. And if we can manage to do that, we probably will end in purgatory as well, and then finally in heaven. So I think what we need to do is to show them the beauty. We have to show them that we have to, as parents, we have to build a group of other kids that they can be together with, so they can learn the faith, take them, of course, to Sunday Mass. And also we spend a lot of time with our children telling them that our church, our parish church, that is our second home. And it was so nice when we came down here earlier today and they were pointing at the window where the Pope had the Angelus, because we follow the EWTN broadcast. And she pointed and she asked me if Pope Francis was there. That she has to wait until Sunday.
You're a convert, you said. What was it that drew you to the Catholic faith?
It was the beauty of the Mass. I remember the first time I came to a Catholic church was on Ash Wednesday. And then there was this old deacon with the cross in his forehead. And I was scared. And so I didn't know what to say. I was going to ask when it was Mass or how the Catholic Church is working. And I just asked him if he knew where the post office was. And then the second time I managed to get back to the Catholic Church was on Good Friday. And when it was the kissing of the cross, I knew that this is the place where I'm supposed to be. Of course, I had to learn all the other things, but it was a powerful thing, and I knew that this is my place.
That's beautiful. And do you hope with your radio station now to help evangelize the rest of Norway with the truth?
That's basically the whole idea.
Right.
Now, when we also have the help of EWTN, we can also do more video.
Yes.
And hopefully we can reach more people and show them the beauty of the church.
Yes.
So now we have we did for about 40 episodes from Kiev in the beginning of the war. We had a diary from there, a religious sister making a daily program for us. And I think to show the beauty of the church in all the suffering, that's maybe the best thing we can do through the radio.
Absolutely, and I think you, through witnessing through your family as well, I think is a beautiful way to show the truth as well. And so I just thank you so much for being here. Our prayers are with you as you continue on with the delegation at the World's Meeting of Families, and thank you so much for your work, Pål Johannes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, before the World's Meeting of Families kicks off tomorrow, we're going to take a look back at when it first all began. The World's Meeting of Families this week is the 10th one in 28 years. It was St. John Paul II who launched the first World's Meeting of Families in 1994, largely as a response to the modern attacks on the family. At that time, the United Nations General Assembly had dubbed 1994 as the International Year of the Family, a year filled with events that promoted abortion and population control advocates. St. John Paul II understood the opportunity to correct and evangelize. The modern-day saint declared the end of 1993 a special Year of the Family for the Church. In 1994, the Polish pontiff took a series of actions to highlight the beauty of the family. He issued a letter for families. He beatified the heroic doctor Gianna Beretta-Mala, who gave her life in 1962 to ensure the safe birth of her daughter. John Paul II instructed the Pontifical Council for the Family, now a part of the Dicastery for Laity, Family, and Life. And that same year, the modern-day saint established what would be the inaugural World's Meeting of Families. The event took place in Rome. The 1994 World's Meeting of Families was so successful, it has since become a regular event in the life of the Church, taking place approximately once every 3 years. Out of the 10 World's Meeting of Families so far, 3 were in Rome, including this year's. The other cities have included Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Manila, Philippines, Valencia, Spain, Mexico City, Mexico, Milan, Italy, Philadelphia, USA, and Dublin, Ireland. Now, 28 years since the first World's Meeting of Families, St. John Paul II's vision has become all the more important. To your point.